Blah, blah, blah. What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all are talking about, which are the Knicks and how they won a must-win game in Game 5, forcing this series to continue. So we all saw that 17-point win. Brunson was balling. Cat was balling. Halliburton only had 8, so obviously the struggle was real. But now they have to win again, the Knicks, to continue this series and force a Game 7. Well, we all saw that, but what we didn't see was that post-game press conference that is now gone viral because Pascal Siakam had to break it down to a reporter in a heated exchange, as they say. So every now and then there's a video that really gets to the intention of hydration situation this show, which is that clash at times or miscommunication between sports and sports media, athletes and journalists, etc., right? So without further ado, let me stop talking and let Pascal Siakam start talking. And shout out to him and his team, Malik and Associates. Those are the homies, and that is my team as well. Let's get it.
Pascal, can you make sense of it for those of us who don't play this game at this level? Like, you know it was a mistake, and you're saying they played harder than you guys. You didn't fight them hard enough. How is that possible?
What do you mean?
How is it possible to not fight hard enough in game?
What are you talking about? They played harder than us. It's okay. We played hard, but they played harder. What's your point? I don't get it.
Okay, right there. We can leave peacefully, amicably, or we can get into some gangster. Everyone knows that if you played in any sport, on any level, that it is a competition. So you can bring your best, but someone can be better, right? And I think you learned that if you didn't make it all the way to the top level because somebody was better. Actually, a lot of people were better. It's okay. Just acknowledge the reality. Acknowledge the obvious. And Siakam's like, if you're not going to go there, don't ask me again because I'm going to take you there. The obvious. Let's go.
My point is you're saying you guys got out-fought, and I'm saying
That happens in the game, though. That's basketball.
in game 5 we didn't make the playoffs? You're saying
You're good? You're good, bro? You're looking for something, I know, but damn. No, but I'm telling you, though. I told you. What else you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell me how. That's all I'm asking.
Well, what about you tell me? So go ahead. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? What's your name, bro? Oh.
Oh, that O is like, oh, I ain't talking to him no more. Oh, I know what's coming next time I talk to him. So I think the crux of the issue really is this, because this is a deeper conversation than just what we just saw, and that was enough right there. The conversation goes to this. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. How do you get outfought in a game, a must-win game for them, right? Not for the Indiana Pacers, but for the Knicks. How do you let them outfight you and continue this series? Well, how do you get outfought in life? How do you get beat in life? And that's why everyone says sports is a microcosm of life, and it really is. If you really look at it, you got to abstractly look at it, like take it away from itself. And I always say this, and this is real about every sport I ever played. It's a game of skill, but it's a greater game of will. And that's the difference. And that's why I have no excuses. That's why I don't listen to anybody's excuses, because I've been there with someone before when it all began. When I first started to play football, started to run track, I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the best. I was close, but I wasn't the. I know the. Stace Bozeman was the best football player I ever saw, right? Sanyika Hale was the fastest track runner, followed by Obi Moore, Steve Lewis, etc. I know it. And I was like, I got to close the gap through my performance, through my practice, through my conditioning, through everything. And as you continue to evolve, you start to realize it ain't just about these muscles. It's about what's up here between these ears. So It's a game of skill, but it's a greater game of will. And sometimes you think you have given all that you have, and it's true. But somebody has given all that they have, and they may have more. And that's what takes you back to the lab to reset and to figure out how you give another 100%, right? The proverbial 110%, which is nothing but another 100%. But Siakam's looking at this guy like, how you don't know that? How you don't understand that? How you got beat out for that promotion and somebody else is now sitting there in the corner suite telling you to go to the games and report back as a beat writer, et cetera, right? Like, we all know there are levels to this thing. So it's crazy because in this world, a lot of times people try to distract you from the results, right? And to me, the results of life are simple. Health and wealth, right? Simple as that. Like, whatever you want to expand health into, right? Physical health, obviously, mental health, right? Spiritual health, emotional health, whatever you want to say, health, umbrella, and then wealth. Because I live by this saying, and they distract you through all of the race conversations, the culture conversations, right? And they start breaking it down to location, where you live, where you're from, who's your friend circle, all this stuff that is subordinate to the reality that you need to get to the money. Once you're healthy, you need to try and get wealthy. And I don't mean billionaire status. I don't even mean millionaire status. Wealth is when you have not only enough of what you need, but a lot of what you want. And why can't you have that? People gonna say, stop it. Okay, you're the one who didn't make it. That's what, no excuses. So life is a sandwich, right? And no matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. I remember going back and we were like in history class, right? And they were talking about Martin Luther King, and everybody went through the same film strip, right? You remember that. And then, and then the assassination, everything. And then as you got older, it got a little more complicated than that. It wasn't just, I have a dream and one day, and then all of a sudden, people were on both sides of that issue, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he got killed. It was a little deeper than that. The conversation started to change, right? He went from civil rights, as they say, to silver rights. He stopped talking about people and race and how you were treating me to where the money at. Let's get to the money. Like that. The love language in sports is, how much are you paying me? The love language in this world, really, the love language that the world is giving is what they're giving you. If they ain't giving it to you, they ain't got it for you. They ain't got it for you. So I'm looking at this like, Siakam just told this guy, dog, it's okay. They went and got us. We're going to come back and try and get them, because it's a game of will. Will. You think it's just skill. It's will. And we will respond, because they were willing to go there tonight to a level that we couldn't match. That's just a life lesson. Like, whatever you come up short in, stop thinking they bigger. Oh, this is where they from. Oh, they got all the connections, all that. That is the distraction. The reality is, if you really want it, you won't take no for an answer, right? And that's how the ugly guy gets the pretty girl, right? It's the same thing. It's like how the guy who was, quote unquote, not as qualified got the job. If you don't take no for an answer, you got it. Last thing I would say about this is, no matter what it is, like, results, performance matters most. A lot of times we get distracted. Oh, he's nice. That's how he got it. Oh, no. Oh, it's because he's connected. Oh, no. Even if he get it, he ain't going to keep it unless he does the job. Just like in sports, you could be an asshole. You could be mean. You could be dumb. You could be whatever you want. Ball out and see how they treat you. They're going to treat you better than a guy who checks all those boxes. They're going to be like, move, man. You're going to be second tier to the dude who just gets it done. So just get it done. That's all. I woke up on the motivational tip because I saw Siakam try to tell this guy, dog, what are you doing? Like, you don't understand how this goes? It's simple as that. So get to it. Whatever you want. Whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are right. Get there, boy. Now, I'm about to get there to these flows. That's what time it is on this show. But before we do that, I want to talk to y'all, hook y'all up, because I love you guys. For real. And you ain't got to tell me. I just want you to hit up our team at Monitor Debt Resolution. So Project Transition has partnered with Monitor Debt Resolution to be your financial solution. So if you have $10,000 or more, credit card debt, personal debt, student loan debt, just overwhelmed with debt, medical debt, whatever it may be, make sure you hit that link in my description, and that's going to be your financial wellness prescription. Look at that dog, he flowing. I think I said prescription. Prescription. I can't say Disneyland either, but make sure you hit that link. Please do it. All right, Monitor Debt Resolution. That's your financial solution. You know what time it is. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. All that Wu-Tang and Andre 3K, we gon' bend that corner. You don't wanna, I've been a baller since Pop Warner, and I'm on a let's get that woo, 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 woo. We gonna take a bite of that Big Apple and Snapple. We gon' crack and popple. You wanna come around here, get topple, ooh. Let's get that hook. Knicks versus Pacers. Let's go get that thing. Knicks brought that smoke. Pacers got dropped. MSG lit, crowd ready to pop. Bow. Siakam snap like, you good, bro? Reporter caught a tech. Press got low. Ooh, Knicks came swinging like it's game from the 90s. Heart over hype made Indy look tiny. Brunson with that rock, cooking like a chef. Left the Pacers dizzy, ref calling for breath. Josh Hart grinding, Randall on beast mode. Defense so tight, Halliburton is slow cold. Pacers ran out of gas, Knicks hate. That ain't no fluke, dog. They punched through that gate. Yeah, game's over, press time. Cameras rolling wild. Fiasco pissed, not in the mood to smile. Reporter talking slick, trying to poke that flame. Siakam leaned in like, you good, bro? Say my name. Ooh, that mic shook. Journalists swallowed his take. Pascal, what? Out here, fouls in the break. Social went nuts, memes all in the thread. You good, bro? On t-shirts, enough is said. Knicks won that war. Pacers caught that L. And Pascal dropped bars like he might as well. I just made somebody from Wu-Tang and Andre 3K rap. Boy.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.